DJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Memorial Hall here in Kansas City, Kansas, the site of Invicta FC 35. D'Angelo wearing the black, DeCoursey, black with orange.
Nice right hand there from D'Angelo. She comes from a boxing background, and she said that's where she's going to really show her strengths, but she's not afraid to go to the ground with DeCoursey either.
Interesting choice of attire for DeCoursey. Looks like it's fire.
Fighting fire with fire?
Yeah. D'Angelo, again, the firefighter. Attacking that lead leg. That kick didn't have a lot on it, but the first one did. We talked with both ladies about the ground attacks. Kelly D'Angelo, a purple belt. She just got her purple belt. Jillian DeCoursey, a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We've seen DeCoursey show off her Muay Thai skills, and D'Angelo throwing some heavy hands of her own here early.
Heavy hands, a beautiful range there. Despite being the shorter fighter, she's really getting a nice, long right hand.
D'Angelo has that 3-inch reach advantage. DeCoursey trying to find that right hand, unable to do so.
And something that D'Angelo's done a couple of times is she's exited with a jab, so she's got something out there as she's leaving those exchanges. That's a smart thing to do against somebody who wants to maybe grab onto you. It keeps them more cautious of the strike than attempting to actually grab. Oop, takedown attempt by DeCoursey. You can see D'Angelo pushing on the head, getting some strikes in there and using the cage for a little bit of balance. DeCoursey's crawling up with that takedown and off balances her there.
Huge left hand there by DeCoursey. D'Angelo was trying to stave off the takedown with some hammer fist, but she's able to get back to her feet now. Big shots there. DeCoursey able to get her back off the fence. Loading up on that right hand is Wildfire.
DeCoursey's right eye is very red right now, TJ. She doesn't seem to have quite as much pep, and D'Angelo is really taking over with that boxing. She's really landing hard shots, and she was able to spin off the cage when she was taken down and in trouble, get back to her feet. Man, she's wobbled her, TJ.
Nice entry on that takedown, though, by DeCoursey, able to get it, but hard to keep D'Angelo on the floor when her back is up against the cage.
It is. You can see she's pressuring on the head, trying to get her hips to a free position so she can switch over and free at least one leg, get her balance back. DeCoursey very smartly took it to the ground. She needs to pull D'Angelo away from the cage, get her back away from the cage, and in a parallel position to the cage or just away from it.
We talked about the wobbled state of DeCoursey. She really sold out for that takedown and ate some hard hammer fists and ultimately, got the takedown, but D'Angelo was able to get back up right away. She took a lot of damage, though, and now she's trying to secure the takedown once again.
Yeah, and DeCoursey was able to take her right back down because she kept D'Angelo's knees pinned together despite the nice frame and the space that D'Angelo was getting. She didn't quite have that base with the leg. Now DeCoursey's over the top. She's got looks like arm in guillotine position, and she's inserted that right knee. And it looks like D'Angelo's maybe trying for a single leg to get up. Oh, stepped over the head.
Trying to maybe the Kimura position, but D'Angelo wise to it. Now she's back on her feet. Nice knee there by DeCoursey.
Very nice. Maybe she wasn't as wobbled as all of that. She's fighting smart now here. She needs to get her hips away, but D'Angelo is able to pin her up against the cage. Well, for a second.
DeCoursey reverses the situation. Again, really trying to get this fight to the floor is the BJJ brown belt. Switches to single leg, some elbows there by D'Angelo.
She was in a great position earlier, but right now with her head down, she's really got to get her hips underneath her and not as far out because D'Angelo is able to split and turn and get her hips free. Now DeCoursey's got a double, well, she had a double under position, which she could use to break down D'Angelo's posture. Nice little strike there. And good head positioning, keeping D'Angelo's head away from, I guess, her center of gravity is what I'm saying.
D'Angelo really kind of shutting down this attack by DeCoursey, but DeCoursey's sticking with it, able to keep her against the cage.
Yeah, D'Angelo had that underhook, but she was also trying to pin the bicep. And whoa, D'Angelo moving forward again. Flurry of strikes, now wrapping up, trying to get that guillotine position, but her legs are pinned together, her knees are pinned together, and DeCoursey gets her back on almost all the way to her back.
Time not on the side, though, of Lionheart. She gets a takedown, but Not really able to use it.
Big strikes.
Still some time here, some right hands. Making it count is Jillian DeCoursey.
Some very nice, persistent wrestling going for the second and the third takedown when the first may not work.
D'Angelo right back to the center of the cage, launching some punches towards DeCoursey. Overhand right misses.
She's very disciplined, bringing her hands back up, at least her right hand back up to her face there. DeCoursey's kept a pretty shelled guard as well, but it's giving that opening right down the middle that D'Angelo was able to hit through effectively in the first round.
Nice takedown there by DeCoursey. Has D'Angelo on her back, posturing up with a big right hand. Nice strip there, sweep. But DeCoursey able to remain in top position.
Yeah, that was one of those things they tell you almost beginning MMA is don't let your legs be too close together in a standing guard, you'll get swept. And she was swept, but she scrambled back up to top position. Now she's got the inside control, and she's looking probably for a way to posture, get her head free, and find that guard pass.
DeCoursey was able to get a takedown in the latter part of round one. Time really wasn't on her side. She unleashed her ground and pound, but was forced to halt because the round was over, but now a lot of time here in her favor to go to work. High guard here by D'Angelo.
And that's a good position for her to be working right there. When you have your head down and your butt up in the guard, you're putting a lot of pressure on somebody's upper body, but you are giving up the potential for some of those arm bars and sweeps.
DeCoursey staying stacked here. What's the thought process behind that, Jillian?
You know, I don't think it was to be stood up.
I think so either.
I think there was. I think she was probably trying to get some kind of control so she could get that that knee split pass, using her head to pin and get the legs to open. Nice right hand there. One thing DeCoursey did well when she got that takedown, she went right underneath the hands when Angelo was moving forward, or D'Angelo, excuse me, was moving forward. And I think that she needs to bait that again. She needs to bring that forward flurry again.
D'Angelo being maybe a bit more conservative with that forward movement because she has opened herself up for takedowns with some of the punches, but she can't get away from throwing those heavy hands altogether.
No, and it's working effectively for her. I think, again, exiting on a jab, exiting on an angle is going to give her that kind of consciousness of that takedown and get her out of there. That was a stiff jab there.
Really going for another takedown. There's DeCoursey, but D'Angelo able to fight it off. Now pressed up against the fence.
And she's in and off balance. Ooh, beautiful elbows.
DeCoursey needs to move. She does. Oh, right hand on the break there by D'Angelo.
That was really well done.
Very smart with the shots is Wildfire Kelly D'Angelo. 2 minutes remain here in round number 2.
And you can hear her corner, D'Angelo's corner, calling for her not to wait. Don't wait. I think that's a smart thing to do. Draw out maybe that takedown, which she has a couple of times, and then pushed on the head.
Ooh, hard right hand there by Lionheart. DeCoursey said she was just mentally flat in her last fight. She's very game here tonight in Kansas City. 90 seconds left here in round number 2.
I think more leg attacks from D'Angelo would also be a smart move right here, as long as she's cognizant that the takedown can happen off of those, hitting that angle, hitting those punches, and then kind of coming to the side and hitting that leg kick could do some damage. Nice right hand from DeCoursey.
Final minute here of round number 2. D'Angelo failed to make weight yesterday at weigh-ins, came in 3 pounds over. Wonder if that weight cut will play a factor here as we get deeper and deeper into the fight, but so far no power lost in the strikes.
And it looked as though DeCoursey was getting wobbled right there, but it could have been her leg positioning because it was mid combination.
This right hand by DeCoursey. Flurry of punches there.
Yeah, she's definitely trying to get a grip in those punches, but that was a very nice combination. She moves in an interesting way with her striking. Her knees are almost together there.
DeCoursey trying to step over the leg and control D'Angelo. D'Angelo using her right arm across the face to stop it.
Big knee there. That was nice takedown defense from D'Angelo, getting her hip completely away from DeCoursey's grip.
Smart for D'Angelo to throw when she did, too. DeCoursey could have been a grounded opponent, but that was legal.
And we see DeCoursey actually more in control of the center of the cage in this round, but she's getting a little bit hesitant right there.
No doubt about it. You can see the wear and tear on both ladies. 5 minutes remain. Touch of gloves underway. Jillian DeCoursey, Kelly D'Angelo, TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie. Memorial Hall here in Kansas City, Kansas, the site of Invicta FC 35.
I think for DeCoursey, those power shots, power right hands will lead into takedowns. And for D'Angelo, those power hands are giving her the opportunity to counter-strike.
DeCoursey has shot for the double leg on the outside a number of times. We'll see if she goes back to that in this third round.
She's, D'Angelo's landed 2 leg kicks, effective leg kicks this round, actually turning the knees in of DeCoursey. Nice. That was beautifully read. All the way over the top and taking the leg.
More elbows by D'Angelo. DeCoursey trying to secure the position.
And DeCoursey's head is low, and it's actually giving D'Angelo kind of trouble because she's pushing up in kind of an upward motion with that head while trapping the legs.
Really grinding with that head is DeCoursey.
D'Angelo's able to get that leg free. She's able, if she can free her left leg and step across or get her right foot planted on the ground, she'll be able to spin off of that. But DeCoursey's keeping that trap. She's keeping her pinned and she's keeping that leg trap. Fun stuff. Potential for a knee injury right there, which I'm always terrified of seeing in person, but really smart movement with the legs.
D'Angelo able to get back to her feet. DeCoursey still sticking her to the fence.
And I like the way D'Angelo throws that knee as soon as she's back on her feet. We've seen her do that in the second round as well.
Nice reverse of position there by D'Angelo. 3 minutes left. Takedown for Wildfire.
And, I think that happened because D'Angelo was just really able to see that with DeCoursey's hands locked, she was leaving herself open. And you can see a triangle setup is going on right here with DeCoursey's, her toes are in the cage. But she's actually, wow.
Accidental knee there.
Yeah.
But now trying to work the arm bar. D'Angelo.
And it looks as though she had that elbow tight. She had a good angle on that to extend her legs, but the cage might have prevented a little bit more of that extension. But D'Angelo pulls out of it. Now she's wrapping all the way around, almost completely on the back, trying to get those hooks in, and DeCoursey getting back to her feet now.
With a gritty fight here. Touch over 2 minutes remain. DeCoursey now putting D'Angelo back into the fence.
Keep getting angles with the ref's head, or the ref's back.
A catchweight contest here tonight, but again, 2 talented athletes fighting in the Atomweight division. DeCoursey.
Beautiful spin off. She stepped the right way and shoved with her right hand and was able to just get out and off balance DeCoursey.
Fast with that jab as DeCoursey comes over the top of the right. Now D'Angelo initiates the wrestling game, trying to get DeCoursey to the mat.
Nice. Nicely done. Picked her up and took her down, and now is in a half guard position to work.
90 seconds, a little under that for D'Angelo to work here. DeCoursey putting that left foot on the fence. What is she trying to do there, Julie?
Well, I think she's trying to get to a position.
Oh, beautifully done. Nicely done. Can DeCoursey make something of it?
You can see D'Angelo's got a butterfly hook, but she's not really, she's not going to use it well there.
Back
nice.
for a heel hook. Nicely done. Now D'Angelo trying to get to a position to free that knee.
Well, I guess you can grab the cage if it's not seen as much, but yeah, she's really twisted her leg around, and D'Angelo's riding top position, doing what she needs to do to get that foot free.
D'Angelo grabbed the fence there about 3 times.
She did.
Pushing off again. The referee doesn't see it. But
you see DeCoursey's really still pushing for that heel hook. Oh, or toe hold.
Now. DeCoursey might have something here. D'Angelo able to spin, though. Now she might throw down some punches. DeCoursey needs to move.
And that's the danger of going for legs is you give up. It becomes a fight for top position if you don't lock those leg locks in fairly quickly.
Final 10 seconds here. "15 minutes in the books. Fun fight between Jillian DeCoursey and Kelly D'Angelo."
Ladies and gentlemen, having completed the 3 scheduled rounds, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28, all for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Kelly Wildfire D'Angelo.